shivering in half-light. Can't quite find your face. Soft breath, endless space, your name just out of reach. Something in the silence, hands brushing away, falling. Echoes hold the night, almost say what I mean. Hold you when I can't speak, trace hope on your skin. You feel close in a while. Everything's quite calm and dangerous. In my dreams, I'm still brave enough to lie.